The Houston Rockets just added Kevin Durant to a 52-win team. Victor Wembanyama grew 2 inches and gained 35 pounds. Joel Embiid completely restructured his training regimen. While everyone debates Jokic versus SGA versus Luka versus Giannis, these 5 players are positioning themselves to hijack the entire MVP race. Let's start with the most dominant offensive player we've ever seen when healthy. Joel Embiid dropped 70 points on Victor Wembanyama last time he was fully healthy. 70. When Embiid's right, he's the most unstoppable offensive force in basketball. A 7-footer with guard skills who shoots 37% from 3 and gets to the line 11 times a game. Last season's 19 games, forget them. Embiid implemented a completely new training approach, publicly acknowledging a plan for the first time in his career. This isn't the reactive Embiid who played through injuries anymore. This is calculated preservation. Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and rookie VJ Edgecombe surround him. That's elite spacing, secondary creation, and defensive versatility. The roster construction is better than his 2023 MVP season when he averaged 33 and 10. Here's what matters. The East lost major stars to injury. Philadelphia doesn't need 60 wins anymore. They need Embiid for 65 games, the MVP minimum, playing at 85% intensity, saving his body for what matters. But 85% Embiid is still really good. If Embiid averages 28 and 11 on a top 2, top 3 seed, he's not just in the conversation, he's leading it. Because when healthy, nobody, and I mean nobody, in basketball can guard him. Anthony Edwards just put up 27.6 points on 45, 40, and 84 shooting splits. That's prime Kobe Bryant efficiency. But here's what's terrifying for the league. He's been working exclusively on his post game all summer. Edwards is becoming basketball's only true 3-level scorer at elite efficiency. Pull-up threes, led the NBA with 320 makes, mid-range, money, attacking the rim, unstoppable. Now add post moves to that arsenal. Minnesota has made back-to-back conference finals with Edwards as their engine. The supporting cast is aging, Conley at 37, Gobert at 33, Randall at 31. This team's window is now, and Edwards knows it. He's on the shortest list of players who could win the scoring title. Him, Luka, SGA, maybe Devin Booker. But Edwards has something the others don't. He missed 9 games in 5 years. 9. While other stars rest, Edwards plays and plays and plays. 30 points per game is coming. The Wolves need it. Ant wants it. And at 24, the exact age when elite guards explode, he's ready to take it. This isn't potential anymore. This is his arrival. Cade Cunningham took Detroit from the league's worst team to the 6th seed, averaging 26 and 9. That's not development. That's a superstar in the making. Having just turned 24, Cade's entering the window when point guards become superstars. Think SGA's leap 2 years ago. Think Curry winning his first MVP at 25. Cade's trajectory matches perfectly. He's already a 3-level scoring threat who can guard 4 positions, a 6'6" point guard who can post up, pull up from 30 feet, and lock down wings. That's a basketball unicorn. He posted the 5th most triple-doubles in the league last season while his 2 best teammates missed 75 combined games. Jaden Ivey and Asar Thompson returned healthy this season. Ivey was shooting 41% from 3 before the injury. Thompson's already elite defensively. Cunningham, with actual help, we're talking 27, 10, and 7 on way better efficiency. Detroit will be a top 3 seed in the East. Not might be, will be. The teams ahead of them lost Tatum, lost Halliburton, are dealing with chaos. The path is clear. Cade leading a Detroit Revival to 50 wins and home court advantage, that's not just an all-NBA season, that's MVP material. Victor Wembanyama grew. The man is now 7'5" and 235 pounds. He got taller and stronger. That's not supposed to happen. Last season, Wembanyama led the NBA in blocks despite missing half the year. He's already the best defensive player in basketball, not will be, is, right now. Now imagine him 35 pounds stronger, able to hold position in the post, able to finish through contact. Woo! It's getting scary out here. San Antonio paired him with De'Aaron Fox and drafted Dylan Harper. Real guards. Wemby doesn't have to dribble up the court anymore. He can focus on what he does best, destroying everything in a 15-foot radius of the rim. After recovering from a traumatic injury, Wemby trained with Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin Garnett this offseason. You know what happens when generational talents face mortality that young? They come back obsessed, and that's exactly what Wemby's about to do. 26 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks a game. Those aren't projections, that's conservative for what Wemby can do right now. He'll win Defensive Player of the Year easily. If the Spurs can get a top 4 seed with Wemby putting up those numbers, we're watching history. A third-year player winning MVP is almost impossible nowadays. But Wemby isn't almost anything. He's impossible made real. Kevin Durant joining Houston was the largest trade in NBA history. 7 teams, 13 players. You don't make history for role players. Houston was the number 2 seed in the West last season and lost because they couldn't score in crunch time. Enter Kevin Durant, the greatest scorer of this generation. He's 1,700 points away from passing Michael Jordan. That happens in February, creating momentum all season. But forget the legacy argument. Look at the fit. Houston had a top 5 defense. Alperen Sengun became an all-star. Amen Thompson emerged as an elite defensive playmaker. They needed one thing, a closer, and they got the best closer alive. Durant averaged 26.6 points on 52, 43, and 84 shooting on a broken Phoenix team last season. On Houston, with Fred VanVleet out for the season, Durant becomes the system. Post-ups, pick and rolls, spot-ups. He'll see every coverage, every situation, every opportunity. It is realistic that Kevin Durant will average 28 points, shooting 55% from the field, 45% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. That isn't crazy. Durant's chasing his second 50-40-90 season, and I think he gets it. On a 55-win team competing for the 1 seed, at age 37, Houston is positioned as Oklahoma City's biggest threat. If they're neck and neck for the West's best record, with Durant putting up historic efficiency, the story writes itself. The league's best scorer proving one last time that he's that guy. Jokic, Shea, Luka, and Giannis are the favorites, rightfully so, they should be. But one of these 5 dark horses has a real shot to steal everything. When it happens, and it will happen, you'll know exactly why. Who's your pick? Comment and subscribe below.